In my today's tutorial, you will learn how to make this very cute little sling bag for kids and or also for mobile pouches for adults. This is really easy. This is semicircular and the pattern is really cool. The written pattern is available on the screen itself. So follow the pattern and my tutorial to make this cute little bag. Hi, I'm Shabori from hookedandloops.com. I make various kind of crafts in my channel. So please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for getting notifications, and don't forget to like, share and comment. So I have already made one half of the sling bag. I will be making the other half. For that I will be using 4-ply acrylic yarn and a crochet hook of size 3mm, few stitch markers and a yarn cutter. So let's begin. We will take the yarn and at first we will make a slip knot in this manner. We will insert the hook in it like this. We will start doing the foundation chains. So we will do total 15 chains. And when the 15 chains are done, we will begin the first row with chain 2. So 15 chains are done, so we are doing 2 more chains. We will not consider these to be any stitches. Yarn over and insert your hook in the third chain from the hook. Draw the yarn through it and do a double crochet stitch in this manner. Same manner, we will be doing 1 double crochet in each of the following 13 chains until we are left with only one last chain. Okay, so we will quickly complete our double crochet stitches. Okay, like this. And now we are left with the last chain where we will be doing 6 double crochet stitches. So we will do 1 double crochet at first and mark this first stitch as with a stitch marker in the manner I am showing you. Then in the same chain we will be doing 5 more double crochet stitches. Always mark the first and the last stitch of this arch type of shape. Okay, we will quickly do our 6 double crochet stitches and then we will mark the 6th one with the stitch marker also. In this way you do not have to count your stitches every time you work in the rows. So now we are going to work on the other side of the chains. So insert your hook in the next chain, draw the yarn through it and do a double crochet stitch and also 1 double crochet in each of the following 13 chains. Okay. In this manner we will quickly complete our double crochet stitches and this first round. So we are doing the last one and after that we will just do a chain 2 and turn our work and begin the second round. We will start doing the double crochet. You can see there are 2 loops in the stitches. We will be inserting the hook in the second loop and do a double crochet there, and similarly we will be doing 1 double crochet in each of the stitches in the second loop of the stitches, or you can also call this the back loop. The loop that is towards you is the second loop or the back loop. So we are doing 1 double crochet in each of the stitches till we reach the stitch just before the marked stitch, and now we will be doing increase in that arch portion. So we will insert the hook in the second loop of the stitch, draw the yarn through it and do a double crochet stitch and also 1 double crochet stitch in the same stitch. So this is an increase. Mark that first stitch with a stitch marker. Don't forget to do so, otherwise you will always have to count your stitches. Insert your hook and start doing the remaining stitches in each of the remaining 5 stitches in the arch portion. Just do 2 double crochet in each one of those. Two double crochet in each of the stitches makes a total of 12 double crochets at the top portion. The written directions are available on top of the screen, so follow the written directions also. So all the 12 stitches are done. Now we will continue with the side row. We will insert the hook in the second loop and do 1 double crochet in each and every remaining stitches till we reach the end of this round. I hope this round was easy. We are doing the stitches in the second loop in order to create a textured design which you will observe later on. So this second row is completed. We will begin the third row with a chain 2. We will not consider the chain 2 as any stitch. As you can see, a textured design is already being formed. We will now begin the third row by we will insert our hook in the first loop and draw the yarn and do double crochet there. We will do 1 double crochet in each of the following stitches till the stitch just before the marked stitch and do the stitches in the first loop in this round. We are not going to do the stitches in the second loop, okay? So in the second round we did the stitches in the second loop, and in the third round we are doing the stitches in the first loop. Now we are beginning the arch design. So in the first stitch we are doing 1 double crochet stitch. We will mark that with a stitch marker. In the next stitch we will be doing an increase, that is 2 double crochet stitches in that particular stitch. Then 1 double crochet followed by 2 double crochets, and we will repeat this pattern till we reach the end of this arch portion, that is the beginning and the end of that marked stitches. So this makes a total of 18 double crochet stitches at the top portion. And now we will complete our third round. In the remaining stitches we will be doing 1 double crochet in each of the stitches in the first loop of the stitches, okay? We will quickly complete it. We will now begin the fourth round with a chain 2 and turn your work, and now we will be doing the stitches in the second loop. So we will start doing 1 double crochet in each of the stitches till the stitch just before the marked stitch, and the stitches are being done in the second loop of the stitches. And then we will open the stitch marker and start doing the arch design. So 1 double crochet, mark that with a stitch marker as this is the beginning of the arch. In the next stitch also we will be doing 1 double crochet stitch, and then in the next stitch we will be doing an increase, that is 2 double crochet stitches, and we will repeat this pattern 5 more times, that is 1 double crochet followed by 1 double crochet followed by 2 double crochets, and repeat it 4 more times, okay? One double crochet, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. So this makes a total of 24 double crochet stitches in the top arch portion. We will now complete our remaining stitches and complete the fourth round with 1 double crochet in each of the remaining stitches in the second loop of the stitches, okay? And we have completed it, and And now we will be doing a color change. If you want, you can carry on with the same color or you can always do a color change. So for the color change, at the end we will do a chain 1 and cut the yarn and pull the loop. And now we will be using a different colored yarn. So 4 rounds are completed. We will now begin the 5th round. For that, we will take a contrasting colored yarn, make a slip knot and insert the hook in it. We will insert the hook in the first loop of the stitch and at first do a slip stitch there. We will do a chain 2 and in the same stitch we will do a double crochet stitch. We will do 1 double crochet in each of the following stitches in the first loop of the stitch till the stitch just before the marked stitch. We will now begin the top arch portion. So in the first stitch we will do 1 double crochet stitch. We will mark that with a stitch marker to mark the beginning of that arch. In the next 2 stitches also we will be doing 1 double crochet in each one of those. And in the following stitch we will do 2 double crochet stitches, that is an increase. And we will repeat this pattern, that is 1 double crochet followed by 1 double crochet followed by 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets, and we will repeat it until there are total of 30 double crochet stitches. And then we will continue with the next side. There we will be doing 1 double crochet in each of the remaining stitches. Make sure that the stitches are done in the first loop of the stitches. Okay. So now we have completed 5 rounds. We will begin the 6th round with a chain 2 and turn our work. We will do the stitches in the second loop of the stitches and start by doing 1 double crochet in the first stitch. We will do 1 double crochet in each of the remaining stitches till the stitch just before the marked stitch. Okay. Then we will open up the stitch marker and begin with the arch. So we will begin with 1 double crochet stitch there, mark that with a stitch marker. Then in the next 3 stitches we will be doing 1 double crochet in each one of those. And in the following stitch we will be doing 2 double crochet stitches, so 1 and 2. We will repeat it, that is 1 double crochet in each of the following 4 stitches, 3 and 4, and in the following stitch we will do an increase and repeat it till the next marked stitch, and we will be having a total of 36 double crochets. After that we will be doing 1 double crochet in each of the remaining stitches and do the stitches in the second loop of the stitches. Okay. We will quickly complete our 6th round also. And now we will begin the last round. We will do chain 2, turn our work, and now we will be working in the first loop of the stitches. So we will do 1 double crochet in the first stitch and also 1 double crochet in each of the following stitches till the stitch just before the marked stitch. So we will quickly complete this side and then we will begin with the top arch portion. So we will do our first double crochet of the arch, mark that with a stitch marker to begin the beginning of that arch. We will be doing 1 double crochet in each of the following 4 stitches. And then in the next stitch we will be doing 2 double crochet stitches, that is an increase, and we will repeat this pattern, that is 1 double crochet in each of the following 5 stitches, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and in the next stitch we will do an increase, and we will repeat this pattern till the end until total 42 double crochets are done. Now we will complete the remaining stitches. We will do 1 double crochet in each of the following stitches till the end of this round. So the last round is completed. So at the end we will do a chain 1 and cut the yarn, and the other half of the sling bag is also ready. We will place both the halves on top of each other such that the back portion is facing each other. Make sure that the back portion of both the parts are facing each other. Okay, now we will be joining both the halves together with stitches that I will be showing you. The order is slightly different, so let me show you how I am joining both the parts together. We will take a yarn, color of your own choice, insert the hook in it. We will insert the hook in two opposite stitches of both the halves. Insert your hook in the first stitch of first half and first stitch of the other half. Then we will draw the yarn through both the stitches and do a slip stitch. In the next stitch of both the half, we will be doing 1 half double crochet stitch. In the next stitch, we will be doing 1 half treble crochet stitch. This is a half treble crochet. In the next stitch, we are doing a double crochet stitch. In the next stitch, we are doing a half double crochet, and we will now repeat the pattern that is in the following stitch: a slip stitch followed by a half double crochet followed by a half treble crochet followed by a double crochet followed by a half double crochet, and we will repeat the pattern. So wavy kind of border is being formed here, and the two halves are also joined. Make sure that the straight end of the semicircle is open. We will not join that for obvious reasons, since this is a bag. That will be the opening of the bag, so we will not join it. We will join it along the circumference of the semicircle. Okay, and the pattern is just the same. We will repeat this pattern till the end of this round. We have reached the end nearly. So we are doing a slip stitch followed by 1 half double crochet followed by 1 half treble crochet then a double crochet, then at the end 1 half double crochet. So both the halves are now joined. Now we will be doing the border of the top portion. So the wavy border is done. Now the top portion we will start. So in the same stitch of the first half and the second half, we will do 1 single crochet stitch in this manner. We will do the border in the first half now, and then we will go on to the next half. So let's begin. In the first stem of the double crochet, just do a single crochet there. Then we have got the double crochet stitch, that is that hole. We will do 1 single crochet in that hole. Again we will do 1 single crochet in the stem, then 1 single crochet in the hole, 1 single crochet in the stem, 1 single crochet in the hole, and we will continue doing like this throughout this first half, that is the first part of the sling bag. Just do 1 single crochet in the hole and 1 single crochet in the stem of the double crochet stitch. The hole that you can see is nothing but the double crochet stitch, that is the hole of the stitch. Okay, so just do 1 single crochet in each one of those. We have reached the end of the first side. We will insert our hook in the last stitch of both the halves of the semicircle and join them with a single crochet stitch as we did in the beginning of this round. And now we will turn our work and continue with the other side. As earlier, we will do 1 single crochet in the stem of the double crochet and 1 single crochet in that whole portion, and again 1 single crochet in the stem of the double crochet and 1 single crochet in the hole, and repeat it. Hole means H-O-L-E. Okay, it's not W-H-O-L-E. If by chance if you get confused, that's why I'm telling you. At the end, just join to the first single crochet stitch with a slip stitch followed by chain 1 and begin the next round. Okay, we will repeat the first round. Just do 1 single crochet in each and every single crochet stitch of the last round of the first and the second half. Just do 1 single crochet stitch on top of every single crochet stitch of the last round and complete it. And at the end, as usual, do a slip stitch in the first single crochet stitch followed by chain 1 and cut the yarn, pull out the loop in this manner. If you want, you can continue with the same yarn. However, I am doing a color change now. I have taken another yarn, made a slip knot and inserted the hook in it. We will slip stitch in the first single crochet stitch of the last round to join the different colored yarn, followed by chain 1 to secure the slip stitch, and in the same stitch we did 1 single crochet. We are doing 1 single crochet in each and every stitch of the last round. We will complete this round. Make as many number of rounds you want. We are now making the straps, so we will slip stitch any yarn at the side portion of the bag in any stitch, and then we will start doing chains. Do as many number of chains as you want till you reach the length of your strap. Make sure that the strap is long enough, and when you have reached your desirable length, just join it to the other side of the bag with a slip stitch. Choose any stitch at the side portion and just do a slip stitch there, followed by a chain 1 to secure the slip stitch. And now we will be doing single crochet stitches in each and every stitch, in each and every chains. So 1 single crochet in each and every chain of that strap to make the strap a little bit thicker and durable. You can do as many number of rows of single crochets as you want, depending on the thickness of strap you want. I just made 1 single row of single crochets in that chains. In that way, the strap is not too thick and not too thin. We will quickly complete doing the single crochet stitches in the chains, and at the end we will slip stitch in the same stitch where we began doing the strap. Just do a slip stitch there, followed by chain 1 and cut the yarn. And with this, our beautiful sling bag is now ready. So with this, my pattern for this sling bag is complete. It is really beautiful. I have also made a cute bow and I will stitch it to this sling bag. The tutorial for this bow is already made in my YouTube channel. Just follow my latest video. So finally my tutorial is done. I hope you liked this tutorial and the pattern was easy to follow. If you have any queries then mention that in the comment section. This sling bag is completely suitable for kids or also for adults who want to carry their small things like little cash or mobile phones. If you like this tutorial then please hit the like button, comment in the comment section if you want to see any other kind of videos, and thank you and have a great day and subscribe to my channel.